Right Way Home Care is a non-medical home care agency. We specialize in personal care, light housekeeping.
You know, we do medication pickup, groceries.
I have a mother-in-law that's disabled, and that motivated me to see, to go in her house to see what was going on, and different caregivers coming in and out, and just motivated me to use my degree to start a business such as what she receives.
So I've been doing healthcare since 2007. I go into nursing homes. I do skilled care.
My sister is in the healthcare field as a nurse, so we kind of balance each other out with the business part and the social work part. And then she does like the care and the training, the caregivers and everything like that.
She has something that I don't have, and I have something that she don't have, so we balance each other out.
In 2017, I created Say Less Podcast. Then we created a network around that. I created a bunch of shows. We created a radio station, WTCP. Then 2021, this year, we went to TCP TV on Roku. So now we're on TV. So what's next? I'm thinking productions. I'm thinking movies. I'm thinking live performances. So how do I do that? Now I created TCP Entertainment. And we're gonna do all of that. We got a bunch of new shows. We got the ladies at Queen's Table, Vixen, 2X's, E, Badu, my ace, Hollywood. We got the new show I'm creating with comedian Josh DeWay. I Hate It Here. He's hilarious. Y'all gonna love him too. Then we got Porque No. That's our first Spanish speaking show. I'm doing on site where I'm gonna be pulling up on people, just having real conversations. But our biggest project that we're working on right now for TCP Entertainment is TCP's Who Did It Best. And it's going to be business against business. And when I say business against business, I'm talking about COVID hit us really hard. So we're trying to do something to put a spotlight on these businesses that went through tough times during COVID. A lot of people had to close their doors. So what we want to do is not just have business against business, but we want to highlight these businesses and celebrate these businesses and put people back in these businesses. But yeah, you know, who got the best cheesesteaks in the city? Who does the best dark fades? We're gonna do all of that, man. TCP's Who Did It Best. TCP Entertainment's Who Did It Best. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna have the final say on all the cuts, so you know we about to turn up. It's TCP Entertainment, baby.
we're playing this soft,
The
seductive
smooth
music.
R&B.
And you know damn well our show is not going to be like this. Just letting y'all know right now.
Right. Basically, put your kids to bed. This is the only disclaimer that you will get from the Queen's Table. Put your kids to bed because we be talking spicy and we're not going to water down our seasoning because it's not to your taste.
Cayenne pepper and sazon.
You're just gonna have to
Extra
adjust.
Yes.
Heavy on the sauce. Okay?
Heavy.
Hey, Queen.
Hey.
Welcome to the Queen's Table where we glow and we grow together.
Maintaining our crowns while supporting our sisters as well.
And we promise to keep you entertained while always keeping it real.
That part. That part. How was your ladies' weeks? I haven't seen you. Oh, first of all, I'm Queen Hollywood Bonnie. And to my right, I have
Vixen.
2X. And
I feel like that sounded like she rolled an R in there. Like, where was that?
I tried my best to. It didn't work.
And I'm E. Welcome to the
Money.
Queen's
Money.
Table. E Money.
because we about that money over here. Speaking of money, we do have opportunities available for sponsors for our upcoming shows. April 2nd, we have TCP Laughs, and then May 28th, we have Between Darkness and Light. It's a stage play produced, and directed by Mr. Nathan Gadsden.
It's productive.
It's very productive.
It's productive.
That's what she meant.
I blame the 1800. Hi, Mr. Gadsden.
Don't be late.
Produced by us.
Directed by Nathan
by
Gadsden.
TCP ENT and directed by Mr. Nathan Gadsden. It took me so long to learn how to spell his name right. I'm like Gadsden.
Gad, there's a D in there.
Gadsden.
There's some D in
Put some
there.
respect on it. He got the
Put
D in
that,
his
put that
name.
D in it.
Oh, hey, Mr.
Lord.
Gadsden.
Hey,
Listen.
Mr. Gadsden.
D-
I feel like I always
add the
tease him
D.
when I say. I'm always like, hey, Mr. Gadsden.
He's going to enjoy this so much. Oh, my God. So, ladies, how was your week?
Mine was okay. Mine was alright.
It was your mama's. Happy birthday,
Yes.
Mama
Happy
P.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Happy birthday.
I'm going to kill my brothers. But
We going to pass on that. Fuck them.
those little fuckers, they forgot.
Oh.
Please.
They forgot your mother's birthday.
They forgot my mom's
Oh,
birthday.
no.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, it
That's
was
fucked
awful.
up.
My dad forgot as well, and then he tried to tell me later when I scolded him that he was
You
like,
didn't remind them.
I remembered in the morning, and then I forgot to say something.
Oh.
I was like, I'm not taking that.
That's
excuse.
a whole hurt
I'm not,
piece. That's
yeah.
like your man not saying Happy Valentine's Day or getting you anything for Valentine's Day.
But yeah, and like they've been married
I had
50
that happen
years.
to me
Don't
before.
tell me you don't know when
I had
her
it happen
birthday
to me
is.
before.
Where they didn't say anything.
Well, it was like this. I was taking courses at the community college at the time. He picked me up from school, and we went to his house, and I was like expecting the whole time. Like I thought I was gonna get in the car to like roses or some shit.
Yeah.
I got in the car. This man did not say anything about Valentine's Day, like nothing. We got to the door of the house, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's Valentine's Day." He was like, "You know what I can tell?" He was like, "You know what you can tell people who ask you what you did on Valentine's Day?" I was like, "What?" He was like, "That your feet were kissed." And I walked in, and there were Hershey kisses all up the steps and candles and all kinds of stuff.
So he did
And
remember.
yeah, he did.
He just
played the
that's
fuck out of me. He played the fuck
See,
out
I'm
of
sitting
me.
here like this motherfucker.
No,
Right,
he played
me
the fuck out of
too.
me. He was like, "You sounded so sad in the car," because I was trying to not like. I didn't want to harp
You
on
wanna
him
be
about it
disappointed,
because I'm not
yeah.
gonna tell you what I expect. But
Yeah.
it was so sweet.
That is
It was
so
sweet.
cute.
He's a fuck boy, but it was sweet.
I've never had a Valentine's Day like that. Yeah, never. I had that type of ex-boyfriend where like Valentine's Day or really any holiday, New Year's, birthdays, whatever, he'd pick a fight with me like 2-3 days before.
So he could take out his
So
side bitch. That's what I would think.
And then he would do his thing, and then like a day or two after that holiday was done, he'd be like, "Okay, we can make up now." Yeah, now that you didn't have to buy me a present, you asshole. Like,
That's fucked up.
yeah, he was horrible. He
That's
was
fucked
horrible.
up.
I don't
Fuck
even get
you.
excited for those days anymore.
You should though, and
Yeah.
you will one day because somebody is gonna
Yeah.
come along that appreciates you so much. It's not funny. Somebody's gonna appreciate her so much because she's a bad bitch. I don't care what anybody says.
Tanya's laughing.
She's a bad bitch. She's laughing, but it's serious.
It is.
Sure. It'll happen.
How was your weekend, Bonnie?
It'll happen.
My weekend was good. I ate really good today.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't eat my own food yet, but I was sampling all day, and the meal was perfect. Like it was amazing. I loved it. It was great.
You know what I love?
And what you love?
The 1800 in this cup. This is
Yo,
delicious.
when I tell you that this is about to be a different type of queen's table,
I don't usually
this
drink.
is about to be different. First of all, I have on a fedora.
Fancy.
Second of all, shout out to the fedoras. Second of all, I've been drinking 1800 since before Say Less. Shout out to Say Less. It came on right before this. Shameless plug. If you missed it, tune in. But yeah, how was your
It's
week?
about to be good.
Ooh, girl, you look so good today.
That gold is shining.
You see her.
It's
You
shining.
see Vixen. I'm gonna add an extra X.
Wait, you
bitch.
gotta roll the R in. Vix. I couldn't
Vixen.
even. Yeah, there it is.
I want to fuck just from the way you look. You
I
look
want to
amazing.
fuck too.
She said
I
that after we
listen.
were in that back room earlier. Like, yeah,
Put
I'm
a
ready.
nipple
I'm
right
ready.
in my mouth.
I'm gonna
I
put
would
a whole
definitely,
cookie
I would
saucer in your
definitely
face.
freaking help you out.
I'm gonna put it in your face.
I was in the
Yes.
back room smacking Bonnie's ass, and he's like, "Yeah."
I'm in the corner. I'm in the corner getting excited, like, oh yeah.
Queen's table brings it, okay?
Yo, I felt
When
like
I tell you that
Yeah,
we look like this
baby.
in real
Yeah.
life, like yes, shout out to real life, and everything up here is natural.
We are this dysfunctional in real life. In real life.
Facts, but a lot happened this week. First of all, we want to start out kind of on a somber note. Tracy Braxton passed away.
yes.
She did.
Rest in
She had
Paradise Queen.
yes, esophageal cancer, and she was only 50 years old.
Yeah, she
Which
was
is
young.
wild. Make sure you guys check up on your check up with your doctor. That stuff is important, and I feel like as women we kind of put that to the wayside because we're so worried about taking care of everybody else. That needs to stop. We
Yes.
have to check on ourselves. She's been battling for a while. It just wasn't a public a public battle. That I can only imagine. My heart goes out to them because they're such a small family too.
Yeah.
But they seem really close.
They're really
Yeah.
close. They
Like
are.
when you watch
Like,
reality
genuinely.
TV, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be. I can imagine it's gonna be weird for them moving forward. Like that
Yeah.
feeling, she's gonna be missed every day.
Yeah,
And her
she
son did just get married
He
this
did.
weekend. Like literally,
Was she there?
I think so. It was like a
If
day
she was there,
before or
that's so
something.
special.
Yeah, like it was like a day before, wasn't it?
I didn't even see. I didn't know her son got married. I
I
saw
know
his
he got
post.
married. I just don't know exactly when.
I hope that she was able to be there for that because if she was, I know that was so special for him. He'll never forget.
Yeah.
That's so sad. Like
Yeah.
I feel my heart breaks for the whole family. It really does.
Definitely. Our prayers go out to them.
Yes,
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna switch topics a little bit.
I was gonna say because
We're gonna go all the
it's
way in the
gonna be
opposite
sad.
direction.
For some reason, I was
just
thinking
had to
about
send
the,
our condolences and
gonna
then
be
we're gonna
sad.
move
I
on.
was thinking about the freaking wafer crackers for some reason.
Wafer crackers.
Wafer crackers.
Tell us about it.
Like-
the ones they give you in heaven.
You mean like what you get at communion?
Oh,
when
those.
Billy was like, they give you a cracker.
They do. They give you the wine, the Welch's grape juice. When I tell you, like, shout out to all of the kids that were raised in church. Shout out to BBC. Oh, girl, if you nasty. Shout out to the church I was raised in because those crackers got me by. There were a lot of days. You guys know me. When I don't eat, I feel incomplete.
That kept her from having a fit in church.
And when I tell you that my nanny was a
need the
deaconess,
wafers.
my nanny's a deaconess, so she does communion. So when I would go down there, she'd be like, "Come on, you can just sit here." I used to be fucking them crackers up.
My favorite part was
I
the
did mouth
wine.
mad dry, chasing with Welch's grape juice.
See, we had wine. We didn't do juice.
You had wine. For
We had
real?
wine. We have real
Yeah, we
wine.
had
Yeah,
wine. Our
it's
church
still my
too.
favorite wine. I'm not even kidding you. I have hunted. It's a special like communion wine. Like you have to order it special. You can't get
ordained
it.
every
Man,
time
you
you
was
take
an
it
Let me
home.
alcoholic at a young
you,
age.
I have been trying to find a wine that tastes like that. If I get a wine, I'm like, oh, that tastes like church wine. I'm excited. That shit is good. Like you know what I'm talking about.
You had real wine too.
When I visited churches, not
I feel gypped.
No, Catholic churches, we
I
have
had
wine.
to sneak my
Real
mom's
wine.
wine at home.
They was low key turning us into alcoholics.
Yeah,
They
we do
was.
real wine, and you have to finish it. Like whatever gets
Yeah.
like blessed during the mass, that has to be finished. So after
They
church,
hand out seconds.
no, after church, you'll see the pastors and the deacons, like the other people in the congregation in the back Eucharist, like chugging that shit, like chugging the wine because you can't throw it out. It's blessed. You have to finish it.
So y'all get wine D on
My
Sundays.
priest used to come into our events rolling a keg.
Is wine dick a thing? I don't know.
I don't
Have
think
you guys
so.
ever dated anybody who's like, my drink of choice is wine?
A man,
Yes.
no. No.
Mm-hmm.
Was wine a thing?
He drinks wine to wind down. Like he just goes
Like
yeah.
rather than like grabbing a beer at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
he
he'll just
drinks-
have a
he
glass
drinks
of
wine.
wine.
I
Well,
would
that sounds
rather
classy.
rub your back for you to wind down. If you're
Wine's
tired,
no,
hell
wine's
yeah.
strong. Wine is strong.
It
That'll
depends
kick
on
your
which kind
ass.
you're drinking.
Yes.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Taylor Port.
Ugh. Oh, that's the worst one.
I love wine dick though.
Is it good?
Yeah, because
It just puts you in
Slow
like
and
a
passionate. That's
like
what
a
I envision.
deep
They're
like
feisty.
yeah.
they get feisty on
They
wine.
just I just
They
want,
bite in the inside of thighs and on wine.
and it makes you want to even try anal sex too.
Well, it doesn't have
I
to be
try
a
that
special
without
day for me to
wine.
try it.
Yeah, I do that without wine.
I mean, it makes you want to just do it anyway. I mean, I try. Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
don't need any lube.
I
Kind
don't
of do
need.
it.
Yeah, like yeah, but you know,
Yeah, I don't
it
know
feels,
about
it
that.
feels, for me, it
gotta-
feels good with wine.
I gotta prepare myself for anal sex. Like, I don't give a fuck what you're drinking. I have to be prepared.
mentally
Yeah,
prepared. Yes.
yeah.
Not even mentally prepared, like physically prepared.
Like, I gotta get my
Like,
breathing
what
exercises
position?
down.
Some positions hurt more than others.
Yeah.
Like what?
But like the one for me, like
I have a short vagina, so a lot of stuff hurts.
I'm talking
me
about
different.
anal.
Oh, anal.
Yeah.
What positions have you had anal in?
Like the grasshopper one.
I
What's
do
the
it, like, just
grasshopper?
lay me on my
Like-
stomach.
Like
and
when,
that's
when you're on your
No.
like doggy and he's
That's
like
it. I'm not moving.
has his legs like
He's around you.
he's like straddling your
I
ass, he's
don't.
going,
First
it's
of
like
all,
going
that's
like
some
this.
whoever you was fucking got some strong thighs.
Look,
You know
because-
exactly who the fuck I was. No.
Okay, so that's why that was possible because I know a lot of
probably.
know they
Probably.
are.
that shit different.
They all are bow-legged.
It's
I mean, not all. I need to start clearing shit up on here because y'all be holding me
Making
accountable for my
generalizations.
shit. What do you mean all? Just one in particular is bow-legged, and I definitely
No. When we say all, we say that because you have a type.
yes.
If
yes,
your
I have
legs
a
are
type.
not bowed, she's probably not attracted.
I definitely ain't. That's. I definitely am not.
Remind the people what the bow legs do.
They're like springs, and it's like elastic bands,
Like a grasshopper.
They
yeah,
propel
Like,
it's
that
like
shit
it's like
forward.
resistance, and this is like when you think it's like boing, boing, and then when it's like flopping, it's like doing like a spring.
Like, I was gonna say, like, he got springs in his knees.
and for some fucking reason, that shit just feels so amazing.
No, bow legs do that.
I don't think
just
I've ever
like-
been with a man that has bow legs.
Bow legs give you an extra inch.
So y'all never had like good D that wasn't bullet?
Yeah,
I
I
have.
think that wasn't bow legged.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
But-
have some that wasn't bow-legged. That was the last person I ever been with that wasn't bow-legged.
Yeah. So
He
did it
didn't do
change
it
your
for you.
perspective at all? No.
Yeah.
It just made me want bow-legged men more. I just want bow-legged men. And
Basically.
you listen. Just stay away from me with your bow-legged.
3 X's.
Emma men lusting bullet women.
Really? Why would
Like,
y'all
in the
want? Do you have a mic, cuz?
Yeah.
Use your mic. So, you remember men lusting bow-legged women in the 90s?
Mhm.
Why would y'all want a bow-legged woman? Or pigeon-toed? Is that too?
No, pigeon-toed is different.
Pigeon-toed is a little bit different, but for what I think it wasn't me, but I remember like dudes like something about like the when
The shape.
bow-legged, the shape, and then if it looks like as a woman, it looks like your shit is open.
What about the gap in the thighs?
Does it really matter? Because your thighs are spread. So,
Listen,
like,
when I tell
you
you-
opened the gap.
In
Like,
in the summertime, make sure you check on your thick-thighed friends. Check on us.
But that is
We're not okay.
that's a thing. Like women with thick thighs have
Closed walls.
more shallow vagina,
Yeah, that shit is short.
and the skinnier women have deeper. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Deeper-
see, I heard that skinny bitches take better pipe than thick chicks.
That's not true.
yeah, I don't think that's true. I
That's
think
not
each
true.
I
person's
do.
different.
I think that y'all stomach is a little longer.
That's true until that's true until you have to adjust it.
What do you mean?
How do you adjust it?
Because if you're with a thicker woman longer and she's used to your shit, you eventually get her shit stretched out and piece of your
It doesn't. When I tell you, I don't think that it stretches out. My vagina has never stretched.
So, like, from a medical
Width-wise,
perspective,
like the girth, okay.
yeah, like I remember learning about this in college. So, like, from a medical perspective, when a woman's relaxed and enjoying herself and she's turned on, you actually dilate the same way you would when you're in labor. Not as much, clearly, but you dilate. So it becomes like a little bit more open.
They trying to let the swimmers through. Stay crunched,
Yeah.
ladies.
Yeah, so like the more turned on you are, it's gonna be like it's gonna feel a little bit more open because you're just turned
So
on.
if I relax, that
I
shit is
just-
open wide.
And then as soon as you're
Let
done
me
and
in.
you're not turned on anymore, it snaps right back.
I don't give a fuck. You bust me open. For real. Make me scream and make me squirt all over because I,
Like I need to go to the
I
gym or
want it.
something the way y'all are talking.
I want it.
Tiny women make a big dude feel like they small.
How does that
Oh.
Okay.
That's good to know. That's something. I learned something new today.
I didn't know that, yeah.
Really?
There's more room in there.
Like side to side or lengthwise?
Like,
Oh, so you still feel the hallway,
you can feel the
but it's
wall,
long.
But the bottom is.
You never feel like you don't touch the panic
You
button.
don't touch the bottom and little.
Damn.
I think though, like when you're a bigger girl, if you think about it, like I mean, there's nowhere else for it to go. So as you spread out wide, it's gonna like shorten and go wider.
Like,
Yeah.
I've heard a doctor say that. Like
Mhm.
skinny women, because their thighs don't touch, the insides are like the thigh. Thicker women, they.
It's like they have to spread it out.
The vagina tends to look like their legs do. That's a medical thing. It wasn't me telling you this. Like, that's why.
check my
a lot
thighs
of-
real quick.
That's why a lot of men say skinny.
I have a
like,
strap
thicker
on.
women can't take dick.
Do you?
You have a
Let's
strap
try
on.
it
Have you
out.
ever used it?
Huh?
Did you
try
ever
it
use
out.
it?
I
Like-
did use one before.
One before, but the one you have now.
No.
The one you have now, have you used it? I think that is some of
No, the one that I have now, I have not used it.
TMI. That's some of the sexiest porn I've ever seen. To see a female fuck a female with a strap on.
Yeah, that's hot. That's a turn on.
It is. It's,
But
it's
pegging?
fun too.
To see a woman with a
What exactly is pegging?
when
When
you
you're
have a
pegging a
strap
guy.
on and fuck a guy.
I've seen some porn like
Come
that,
on,
and
my head is like that.
Ooh.
Oh, shit, my fault. That's 1800, my fault.
you know what? I heard the same thing.
I
but
would not put it past a
since
few
Vixen
of them.
has been
getting hot in
on the
here.
1800, I'm just gonna try to keep my mouth shut because I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Let's not.
Right, we don't want to
Let's
out
not.
anybody that doesn't want to be outed. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
speaking
not,
of
I don't agree
being
with that.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of being out.
Speaking
ooh,
of being out.
Can we talk?
Yes.
for
So
a
did we
minute?
know or didn't we know?
I feel like I knew.
I think I knew too, but he came out and went back in and then came out again.
So he deleted basically this past weekend.
Nobody was.
Tevin Campbell tweeted that I think he tweeted that he was
That
gay.
he's gay.
Yeah.
And he deleted it.
Oh.
It was like a tweet and delete, but we already saw it.
Yeah.
It makes my heart hurt. Really, it does make my heart hurt that people can't live in their truth.
I know.
This, like, at this day and age, like, you should be able to be who you are. I'm here for it. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love, some of my favorite friends are gay men. And that's the thing. We
Yeah.
knew, like, if anybody saw Medea, the new Medea movie, like, the boy ends up coming out and everybody's like, oh, we know that.
Yeah, yeah. I see
We
that
know
one.
sometimes. We
Yeah,
know, like,
you can
it was
tell.
just, but
Families do know.
yes, most families do know. Like, they know that from, like, a younger age. We watch everything. I feel like it's sad that people can't come out and live in their truth. Like,
I was
that
never
has to be a
attracted to
hurtful,
Tevin
like,
Campbell.
I wasn't either. I was
I
never
loved his
attracted to him.
music, but
his
like,
music
But
was fire.
I think
you
that's
always could
part
tell
of
that
it.
he was.
I think that's part of it too because he was popping in the 90s.
Man, give me
And in the 90s, to be gay and be an R&B star who's singing to women, I think a lot of men that would have been gay in that time didn't feel comfortable to come out. And then it's like you have your entire career where you're keeping this secret because the records company's telling you you're selling to women. You can't portray that you're gay. Like the same way they used to do with people that were married
And
or
I
in
think that- I
relationships. Like,
think
don't let
that's
anybody
trash.
know.
I think that's trash. I hate
Yeah.
that, and I don't use hate very often, but I hate the fact that people can't be themselves. It's much more comfortable that way.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the weight and the burden of walking around every day not being able to live in your truth?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think he probably just didn't want everybody to like bombard him.
But probably bombard him and make him feel like something was
Yeah.
different about him.
Yeah.
Right.
But back then, like that was the early 90s when he was popping. Like it wasn't as okay back then.
It was.
To
There's
be
a lot of
openly
artists
gay.
that
Today
are
it's not that okay.
Today
and that
it's cool.
sucks. Like,
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
But I
like,
still feel like we're further ahead today that you should feel
Oh, yeah.
comfortable to be able to come out. Back then, though, that would have ruined his career. Honestly, it would have. As an R&B singer, that's trying to like woo all these women. That's the perspective you're giving. Coming out as gay back then, that would have destroyed his career.
But there's a lot of gangsters that are portraying to be gangsters,
Uh-oh.
but they are really not.
I think.
I mean,
Like-
they're gangsters, but they like the
Yeah.
other gangsters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
gangsters.
Because I think
like
you
the,
can be both. I think that's
I
a
was about to say,
big.
yeah, you can. You
like
can
I
be.
know some gay men that are
Thorough-ass gay men.
hood as fuck and will trash somebody. Like there's that misperception, huh?
I don't know who that is, but
Who's
shout out to you.
Omar?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Omar. We here for it.
So what do y'all think about? Well, since we're talking about people coming out, and what do you think about the Games brother FaZe? Is that his name?
FaZe is his name.
Yeah, saying
So
that
Game's brother came out and said what?
that the Game actually had a relationship with Diddy.
His brother said that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Are they estranged? They have to be.
They had a falling out, so now he's running his mouth.
That's trash.
Yeah.
No, for real, that's trash.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that your loyalty should rely on, like, there's a lot of people who I don't fuck with right now that their secrets will never leave my mouth. And that's just because it's off the strength. Like, come on.
That's
like,
how it's supposed to
it's
be.
not
though.
your place
Yeah.
to put nobody out there like that. It's really not. And karma is going to come for his ass. If it's true.
If it's true.
Yeah.
If it's true, because you sound like you're bitter. Like, you just want to come out talking shit
But
about
when
him.
is
He's
Diddy
not
going
talking
to
about
actually
you.
come out? Because that's been like said for
I've heard a lot of stuff about Diddy
long
like that.
time. Like even when he was dancing with backup dancer with come on, Father MC.
Okay, so Diddy was a backup dancer with Father MC before my time. And apparently he was doing stuff back then. Like what?
There
I
was
mean, there was rumors.
Allegedly. There was
There was rumors.
I've always heard rumors like that, but with Hollywood, you can't pay those rumors that much mind. But I do believe, I'm a firm believer in where there's smoke, there's fire.
I think that because they have money, they're able
Hush.
to hide it.
Hush money.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. They can
So-
pay people. They probably have NDAs that they make people sign. A lot of those
Hell
celebrities
yeah.
do that kind of stuff. You walk into
Beyonce's
their
one.
I'm not a celebrity and I do it.
Yeah, like if you walk
NDAs?
into their space, you gotta
You
have
gotta
an NDA.
sign a contract sometimes if you want me to do
That's a
something.
different. That's a
Would you be
different kind of
writing it out?
contract that she has them sign.
I sent y'all my contract before. This
I've
is like in the very
never-
beginning.
That's
Do you remember?
yep. That's her. That's her 50
I
Shades
don't
of Grey
remember that.
contract.
You have a contract that you make
when
people
I
sign.
when they want me to paddle them and tie them up
Oh,
and
yeah,
all
I
that
remember
shit.
that. I
Yeah,
remember that.
I do.
When they want you to do all that kind of stuff.
She has a 50 Shades of Grey contract.
You like a dominatrix?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Now you know.
If you don't know, now you know.
And that's why I be saying I know a lot about some people that I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut because I know a lot.
Some of the preferences.
I know a lot.
There's a lot of men who like stuff like that, and that's why I think it's so sad. Like, why can't you just live in your truth? Because when you live behind a curtain or behind whatever it is, like the wall that you build, you hurt other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, your secret's safe with me though.
Is that they talk about other people really bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're trying to deflect. If I talk about this person over here like this, then nobody's gonna notice that I'm this
Gossiping
way.
is a female
You know?
trait, and I feel
It
like
is.
a lot of men don't understand that. Gossiping is a female trait. And I find out a lot of stuff from men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And they say we talk too much.
No, yeah,
Drake
men do.
said niggas talk more than
Bitches,
these
yes,
days.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
let
he
it out.
lied.
Don't censor yourself.
Niggas talk more than bitches these days.
Yes, I was about to say.
I forgot where we are. I can say what I feel.
Say what you want.
This is a safe space.
want.
This is a safe space.
Censored
But do you
herself.
think it's really, I think for some people they certainly hide, but like do you think for some people it's that they're not living their truth or they're just trying to maintain some privacy? Like they
Some
just
people
want to live
might-
their life
Some
quietly.
people might really be trying to maintain their privacy. because I know men like that. Like, I know men that don't have social media, and that shit is so attractive.
They better not
It's
go on Love and
attractive.
Hip Hop, because that shit gonna come out.
Yes, it's attractive. Like, to see people who don't, like, you know what I mean, who don't have social media and who like to keep their lives private, that's okay.
It's a turn
And I'm
on.
okay with a man keeping me private to a certain degree.
Yeah.
I think as long as, like, I think there's a difference between privacy and secrecy.
Right.
So if we're
a
private,
fine
like,
line.
we know I'm very private about my private life.
We can be private
I
as
don't-
you want to
yeah.
be, but I'm going to take you to Walmart.
Exactly. We're going to be, I'm not going to hide you from the public. Like, we're going to go
If
out
a
and we're
man
going to
takes
do
you
stuff.
to Walmart, then
He's not
he
worried
fucks
about
with you.
who sees you with him.
Yeah, because it's bright as fuck in there.
And
Right
there's
as
mad
hell,
people.
and
You can
see
run into
everybody.
anybody. Yeah, like, he's not worried about
We
it's,
might run into Sister Shirley from the church.
Yep. Like, we can, if we're out in public, we're going to restaurants, we're doing this and that. You're not hiding me. Like, we're out, we could run into whoever.
I was so prideful when my one boyfriend took me to Walmart. I was like, pushing my cart off.
You know what? I couldn't stand when mine didn't want to go grocery shopping with me. Like, you
That's
think
I
I'm
like
just gonna
running
carry all the
errands
fucking
with my
bags
other-
and you just gonna eat everything?
No, he'll come. I hope that he will be there to help you carry them in.
At least.
That's a deal breaker
I used
for
to
me.
carry my own bags. That's why I didn't like
With
him.
a man there.
That's why I didn't like him.
He made you pump your own gas too, didn't
That's
he?
why I didn't like him.
I
Well,
can't
no, you know
believe-
what? He didn't know.
Shut up. What grown ass
the
man
fuck are
doesn't
you
know how
from,
to
New
pump your
Jersey?
gas?
He didn't know. He didn't
Is he
know
from
how-
Jersey?
I remember one time No, he's from here. I
Oh,
remember one
there's
time
no
I
excuse.
asked him to do it, and he did not know what the fuck to do. I said, "Nah, never mind. I'll do it myself."
No, I'm not doing
That
it
sounds like he
myself.
was just
I never
being
want to
lazy.
see
Nah,
you
he
again.
did. He did
No.
not know how to pump the gas.
Because you know that there's some men out there, like, you'll give them a chore, and I swear they purposely fuck it up just so you do it yourself. Like, I had an ex that was like that. I would be like, oh, can you go clean this over here in the apartment? He would purposely do a bad job just so that I'd be like, forget it, I'll just do it myself.
That would piss me off.
Yeah, like, I feel
That
like
would
there's,
piss me off. And those
it's
are the
not that
same
they
men
don't.
want you to bust it wide.
Yes,
No,
and
I know.
Fuck me like a porn star, but I
Yeah.
ain't gonna do shit to earn it.
Yes,
Fuck
but
yeah.
I can't carry the groceries.
like the one I had,
no.
he used to put the comet in the tub and expect the comet to do the work.
Like, that's it,
Like,
just
this is-
sprinkle it, and that was done.
Well,
Yeah,
you
just
do
let it
you do got. I be letting my comments.
mean, you let it
marinate.
sit
You gotta
for a
turn it
minute.
into a paste first,
Yeah.
and then let it
Yeah,
sit,
yeah,
and then
hell yeah.
and then
Let my
scrub
comet
it.
turn
He
into a
sprinkled
little-
it in there, and just let
I was like, I'm done.
and then walk the fuck away.
I really do think they do it on purpose so that we just
Yo,
stop and be
that
like, all
was
right, forget it,
funny
I'll
as
just do
hell.
it myself.
That's fucked up.
We argued for 3 days because of that shit.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You let that comment in the tub.
Yo.
Like it was fucking
Because I left
toothpaste.
it there. I left it there to see if he was gonna do it, and it was there for 2 days.
No, there's
Like,
no
it was
way.
in
I
there
think
for
that
2
you're.
days.
I call bullshit unless you had 2 bathrooms. Because
I do have 2 bathrooms.
I was about to say I call bullshit.
Yeah, because that's what I would have
Yeah.
done. I would have been like,
I
I'm using
actually
the
had
other
3 in the house
bathroom
that we
then,
were
and I'm
in.
going to leave it sit as long as possible.
That would piss me off every day.
Yeah.
I walk past and I catch a whiff of Comet. Bitch, you still ain't clean that tub?
But that's where he was most of the time. It was in the basement, the finished basement. Look. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, one thing that did happen this week, and I do want to touch on it, is that Chris Brown's rape victim,
Oh, she hit him up.
her lawyer has dropped her case now because she left him a voicemail saying that he was the best dick ever and she wants to do it again.
And I think
I
that
just miss fucking with you, Chris.
I think that voicemail was not that long after
It wasn't.
the supposed assault happened.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. You're stupid.
Would
You're-
she think
I mean,
he
I
wasn't
called
going to
it.
release him?
And
like,
do you know what else? I think that she deserves to be charged.
I
she
agree.
needs to. She needs to go to jail.
You deserve to be charged because I'm so sick of women coming forward. It makes the victims look bad. Like it discredits the victims.
Yeah.
It gives people who victim shame the ammo to victim shame. Yes, and I think that that's trash. I think that's trash, and I think that y'all all need to go to jail because you need to sit and think about what the fuck you did. Because if you did it once, you'll do it again. And if you don't get a slap on, if you get a slap on the wrist, you're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you sit here and say that this man raped you and cause him money, fuck up his character? Like, he's been through enough when it comes to his character.
Yes, he
seriously, with that
has.
Rihanna,
And that's
scandal
what
and
makes
stuff
him
like
a
that.
target
The
for these women.
housekeeper.
now.
Yes, like the housekeeper.
In my lifetime,
Mike, cause
I got one.
okay, I didn't see it. HP's hiding it.
If I've dealt with a lot of women that as soon as they're mad that y'all ain't together no more, and they'll legit try to fuck your life up.
Like how so? Like
When
throw
y'all-
like, oh, it wasn't consensual, kind of.
It wasn't consensual.
It wasn't-
You put hands on me. You did whatever they can do. Whatever your like, it's unique to your situation. But I've met a lot from school to adulthood. Like, I've seen women do this.
I think that's trash.
I
It is
agree.
trash.
That's my statement for the week. I think that's trash, and I think that people that do that kind of stuff deserve to be charged. A lot of y'all don't have shit that do that kind of stuff, but you don't understand the toll that it takes on a man, because once you say something like that, it does not go away.
No.
Nobody's gonna forget it. There's so many positive things that I've done in my life, and there's so many people in the small town that I come from that only remember
The
a couple
bad
negative
shit.
things. You know what I mean?
That's
I
all
think
they see,
I
yeah.
think those people need to sit in jail. Like, you need to feel that. You sit in jail and take time to sit down and color your coloring books and think about what the fuck you're sitting here
And
for.
get your food stolen.
There are no coloring books in jail.
There are coloring books in jail.
I never
There's
got a
coloring
coloring
books
book.
in
Who
jail.
got a
On
coloring
60
book?
days in, they be having coloring books.
I don't know
Crossword
what jail
puzzles
that
and
is. We don't get that
Sudoku.
shit. Yeah, that
They
did
got
not exist.
PlayStations now, honey.
Yeah.
There was a radio you could get. It took batteries.
Oh, I would be pissed.
It looked like
And
one
there's
of those
no freezer in jail, so you
Tamagotchis.
can't even make them.
You know
shits
those like
extend.
Tamagotchi things? Those like little, remember like back
Yeah,
in the
the little
day,
pets.
the little pets? That's what the radio looks like. It's like this big and you put batteries in it and
Like
you
the
can
watch size batteries.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
bad.
Oh, that was
Stay out of jail,
horrible.
people.
Yeah,
Stay
that
out of
was
jail.
horrible.
But I think I agree with you because I feel like when women do stuff like this, it minimizes the real cases.
Yes.
There are women
Yes.
out there that get raped and assaulted every single day, that get molested, that get harassed, all of these things. And when you come out and you sit here and you're like, oh, well, he did this and he did that, all you're doing is making it that much more difficult for somebody that actually goes through it to get some justice, because then nobody's going to take her serious. It's the same problem. I had the same problem with the Me Too movement. I'm going to be honest. Like, I took issue with it.
With the Me Too movement?
Yes,
Why?
because I understood in the beginning, like I was all for it in the beginning, like yes, like I'm glad women are coming forward and speaking about their experiences and letting other women know that they're not alone. But then you had a lot of women that were jumping on the bandwagon to play that victim role. Like I remember there was this woman sued a man because she said that she was in an elevator and he made her feel uncomfortable. And they were like, well, did he touch you? Did he make a comment? No, his presence just made me uncomfortable. And she sued him.
That sounds like a personal problem.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
I feel like people
you
just
have a
take it to
problem
that
with the
extreme.
movement when
Elevator.
people endorse it unnecessarily.
And then
so.
they abuse it. Like, you're abusing this platform that was supposed to help women, and now you're making it trivial.
Yeah.
Which are nonsense.
Yeah. I can understand that.
There was a girl
Have you ever had? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Have you ever had sex in the elevator?
in an elevator.
No,
Yeah.
there's cameras in there.
No, I don't think I ever have. That sounds like fun though.
When
I don't think
get
I've
off,
ever done
the
an
security
elevator.
guard gonna be like, "Tag me in." Fuck you. Fuck you.
Like I got
creeper.
next.
Fuck you, you creeper. No.
I got next.
No.
That
No,
would
I've
be-
never
that
done
would be fun, though. I think that would be
hit
fun.
The stop button and just just give them a show.
I have a question. So, have you ever had sex with no feelings involved? Like, what do you do? Like, what if you start dealing with somebody and you don't think it's gonna be a thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's just literally sex, and then you start catching feelings. How do you express that to your partner?
It's a hard one to express. I think as women, we're more prone to do that. Like if we're going into a situation and it's like, oh yeah, like I want to have sex with him, but I already know his personality and I already know there's not a future. I feel like we can turn that off then.
Mm-hmm.
But if we don't know them well enough, or there might be like we start spending time together, we start doing all this stuff. I think it's inevitable for women. As women, we're gonna get feelings. Sex for us is an emotional attachment.
So you don't think that men catch feelings as quick as women do?
I don't think men catch feelings in
think
the
they
same
hide it.
way. I don't think
I
they
think
catch
they
it in
do,
the
they
same
hide
way.
it.
I think they don't catch it until they start getting good pussy and good treatment.
I think I mean that might be part of it, but there's good pussy everywhere. I think for men it's different. Like men can have sex without feelings and it's
I
nothing.
digress. A lot of these people got BV.
Got BV? Got BV? Bacterial vaginosis? Do
I'm
they
just
have
saying.
bacterial
I'm just saying, I
vaginosis?
can't speak on it because I don't be out here like trying to fuck with women like that. Like, but I'm saying, I don't think that there's good pussy everywhere. Just like there's not good.
No,
dick
but I mean,
everywhere.
like, there's more than one good pussy out there.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? And I feel like men equate their
What do you
emotions in a
think?
different way.
I think
the only man in the room. What you think?
I think women. I think men that don't get sex a lot, they'll fall in love with a woman who has good pussy.
Oh yeah, they're gonna want to swim in it forever.
But good pussy don't get like a lot of us. A lot of us, nah, that's not it.
It got to be more than good pussy.
Because like we were talking about on Say Less, like women who, I won't say hoes, but women who are more experienced usually tend to be better in bed. They come a dime a dozen.
It's because they practiced.
You gotta do more than that. Like you can't,
I have-
can't just be good at sex.
So how
I
did
have one in particular that just won't leave me alone.
that's because you're his devil.
Well, yeah, that's the thing too.
Well,
there is
but-
devil
but
pussy
she's
just
also
like there's
Yeah.
breaking
devil
out-
dick.
She's also breaking out shot glasses and shit.
Oh,
Yeah, she's with the wild stuff.
She do
She's with the
extra
wild
stuff.
stuff. But would you agree that like for men, it's more easy for
Guzzle,
them
guzzle, drip,
to
drip.
just have sex and it not be emotional? I think women, if we give a
I
man our
would
body,
do it.
I feel like it grows an emotional connection. We expect more because we let you in that way.
Me at my height, I could be sleeping with a woman for years and not feel anything emotional.
Really?
So then where do men get the emotional connection from then?
Yeah. What causes a man to catch feelings?
I need to know these things because I have an experiment that I'm going to.
Oh boy.
So for me, like
He's scared.
When I met it was more of a, she was the yin to my like everything that I wasn't good at, she was good at.
Oh.
So it just
Happy belated anniversary.
Yes.
So it was just like, I don't talk much. She talks a lot. I'm more reserved. She's outgoing. Like it was
She completes you.
just yeah.
That's exactly what that means. She
Yeah.
completes you.
Yes, the balance.
How many years has it been?
Together 18.
But y'all just had an
We had
anniversary
a 16-year anniversary.
being married.
Right.
That's wild. Like
Yeah.
hats off to y'all because it's not easy. Marriage, I can imagine, is not easy. Because I know
scared
in
to death.
relationships, sometimes you wake up, I might not like the way you was breathing last night.
And you just gotta fight through it when you're married. like I
Word,
can't just smother you in your sleep.
Word. But I don't think that. I don't think.
Why?
I wonder sometimes why men. How can you lay with somebody? I don't think that men
Why?
cherish their dicks as much as we do our vaginas.
Yeah.
They don't.
Like if they're young and they're having sex, it's like, oh yeah, way to go, son. You know, it's like a thing of pride.
We don't give a fuck about your vagina or our dick. It's a nut. The nut. And if
But we want that
and if
too.
you're
We
not
want that
so-
too.
But if you're not nothing but sexy, the nut is all you can give me.
So if you have intellect, like if I can have a conversation with you, what would you say? Speaking of from a man's perspective, how can a woman know that a man is kind of catching feelings?
He'll show you. A woman will show you. Anybody catching feelings will show you because they'll start doing extra shit. No, that's basic.
Really?
Yeah, that's basic.
That's crazy. That
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's not the goal no more. A man hitting you up every day should not be the barometer.
The courting should be.
Because when I
Yeah,
was when
the
I
courting.
was
I
at,
agree.
when I was at my worst and had 30 women in my phone, I was saying good morning and everything to all of them and responding to everybody's text. So don't let
He was
that
a whole slore out here.
be the barometer. It's not.
mother said that I should have been understanding and not become upset if he had gone to the party without me. The baby mom and I have no bad blood. We have never been disrespectful to one another, have not had an argument or any dispute, but she told my husband that I was not welcome to the party because of my attitude. By the way, his daughter loves me, and I am known for being a very kind and direct person. Is my husband right for standing with me, or should he have left me behind to attend his daughter's birthday to satisfy the family that he came from?
My first question is, why do women feel the need to say that, like, oh, they're all unmarried? That doesn't take away from the fact that they're women. It doesn't take away from the fact that they can identify with you, because I've never been married, but I've been engaged and I've been in relationships. And I still think he made the right decision.
I think so too.
He made the right decision.
I think she was saying that to make the point of like, maybe they don't
how I
understand.
feel.
Yeah,
Right.
because if they have kids and they've only had a baby dad, that baby dad's never gotten married. You never had a spouse that you had to deal with.
They understand how you feel. I believe that none of those women understand how they feel. But how many of us know people who put their hands on women, men who put their hands on women, and their family's still gonna come up to bat for them?
Yep.
Right, wrong, or indifferent. If your family is your family,
Deadbeat
and
to
that's
all.
how I feel. It's how I feel when it comes to not to put your hands, like, right is right and wrong is wrong. However, right, wrong, or indifferent, I'm a ride for you, but when we get in the car, you're going to hear my fucking mouth.
Absolutely.
Right? You're going to hear my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, but I'm still going to ride, but it's...
Yeah, I'm going to have your back in public, and I'm going to put my foot in your
like,
ass when we go.
For them to have had no bad blood, like, what are you mad for, shorty? Like, what are you really mad for? Tell me why you're really mad, because now you look bitter.
And that's what I thought it was. I'm like, you just seem so bitter.
If he's invited to the party, that means that man probably plays his part when it comes to your child.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you mad for?
And the daughter loves the stepmom, and this is this isn't a girlfriend.
That's
this isn't. This is
his
a
wife.
step. Yeah, this is his
That's
wife.
what it is. She's bitter.
Yeah,
because she doesn't want the child to love somebody, because she thinks that the child's only supposed to love her as her mom.
I'm curious what else she has. Like, is this something new?
I can
Because
identify
if
with
you're,
that a little bit.
yeah, like if
Me
you're,
too.
if you've been married. And if you've been married for a while, like clearly if you've been married, you've been dating for long enough that you went through the whole wedding and everything else. So you've clearly been in this child's life for quite some time. Is this the first time you've been uninvited to an event?
When I deal with my man or whatever, like whenever I get one, hey man, wherever you are, husband, find me. Yeah, but we're not doing that. Like, you're not going anywhere where I'm not welcome, because I feel like that would be a smack in my face.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like, you know what I mean? I understand. I would never want to put myself before somebody's child, because I understand that that's not even fair. But why are we doing this again? Why can't I come?
And that child's old enough to know what's going
But
on.
I
Right.
also agree with the mothers on some points. Like, my child doesn't need to be around everybody. I don't want my baby around everybody that you date, because some of the people that you date, like, first of all, I don't trust people like that with my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're married though, right?
They're married,
Yeah,
though.
they're
That's the
married.
thing. Like, that comes, he actually got on one knee. He stood before God and he said vows with this woman. Like, who are you to tell him who he can have around his child?
Right.
Especially when it's his wife.
Yeah.
Right. And you know what? A lot of guys these days just propose just to keep the
Just to keep the what?
Just to keep the just to keep the woman.
just to keep a pillow. You know what I'm saying? Like a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? Because there's one situation where, you know what I'm saying, because I was engaged to him before. So this guy, he's engaged to somebody else now, and there's a baby on the way, but he's still trying to get with me, back with me.
Let's talk about it.
And she's mad at me because I posted about it. She's mad at me because she got my leftovers. I don't want him.
Wait a minute. She's married to him?
She's engaged. But the only reason why
You were
she's...
dealing with him first?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the only reason why they're engaged, it seems like, is because he needs a home, a place to stay.
He's a homeless sexual.
He's a home. He's a Papa was a Rolling Stone type of guy.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand that, but let's.
Because
Yeah,
they trying to earn their way into the house.
They
Yeah,
want that
like
tax money, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we talk about that though? Because I feel like I want to discuss this. Like, how many times have married men or men that are involved tried to talk to y'all? I think
A
that
lot.
I think that's the ultimate disrespect.
Yeah.
Like,
It is.
Yeah.
It
because
is.
me as a woman, I understand that most times when you get a man, you lose them the same way that you get them.
I'm going
How
through
can I
something similar
trust
right
you?
now.
And that's the thing. That's why I feel like it's the ultimate disrespect. Me too. Because it's like, how do you expect to try to talk to me when you're supposed to be loyal to somebody else?
Correct. Yeah.
So I'm supposed to think that you're going to be
loyal to me.
Exactly.
when it comes down to
But
the get
there's
down.
so many women out there that really do. There's so many women, like, they'll look at it like, oh, look, he knows how to commit. He's engaged. He's this. He knows how to do it. So
Stupid.
I'll take him. You dumb. If he's talking to you, he clearly doesn't actually know how to commit. Like, it's not real. It's a facade. It's
Literally,
I don't get
I just went through that. Like, it was a situation where it was like a third party situation. Like, oh, it wasn't on your time, but you're still dealing with this girl, and you realize a lot of the things as women, we have to do better. We have to do better, because I've been one of those women that's mad at the other woman because of some shit. Oh, she knew about me. She knew about you, but so did he.
yeah.
He had that commitment to you. It's not right as women that we look at the other woman automatically and think that she's a slur.
Right.
Now, I will say that if you know that a man is attached
And
to
you can
somebody
catch it.
else, and you as a woman deal with that man, I think you're fucking trash. Like, you're trash for real. You're disgusting, and you deserve everything that karma's gonna fucking serve you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I look at it like this. I don't want nobody who's, first of all, I'm not a fucking option. If I'm an option, pick her. Like,
Exactly.
just pick her.
Yeah, just go there.
I'm not competing with anybody, because
Yeah.
first of all,
Yeah.
the bitch don't compare to me.
Correct.
When you deal with somebody who's in a relationship and then you act like they did something wrong, that's the crazy shit. Like, either you're delusional or you're expecting more from who you are as a person. Like women, at some point you gotta take
Accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the decisions you make and the positions you put yourself in, you gotta deal with that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree though. I think I was always the way, like, if you didn't know about me, that's not your fault. He lied to you as much as he lied to me. Like, we're both idiots here, but that is not your fault. If you know about me and you know he's in a relationship and you make a choice to then be involved with this man, then it's all bets are off. You gonna get what you gonna get.
I'm telling
then.
you, I think that shit is trash.
It really is. It really is. But then there's a lot of women out there that justify it. Did you guys see that video? It was like a viral video that was floating around. It was this girl and she was like dancing along to this song, and it said, like, in text over top, it was like, I have a girlfriend, like as if some guy was saying that to her. And her response was, so what? Or I don't care, or something like that. Like, there are women out there.
I saw a TikTok like that.
Did you see it? It was the white girl with the blonde
Yeah,
hair.
'cause she was standing there and she was like,
She was
"He has
like,
a
so what?
girlfriend."
Yeah. And I was like, this bitch could get stabbed. Like, how do you act? How are you okay with that? How are you okay to sit there and say, yeah, I don't care. I don't care if you have a girlfriend. Every dude you date, I hope he violates you.
Every dude you date, I hope he violates you. And not only that, I sincerely hope that the woman puts hands, feet, elbows, shoes, Louboutins on the neck.
there's a lot of women on social media living one way and private.
And completely different in real life. But then don't portray yourself like that. Why do you want to paint the image that this is the person you are when you're not? Because that's not a pretty image to paint. Like, I could get it if you were trying to paint a pretty image of yourself and you were a shithead in real life. But you're painting yourself out to be a horrible person online. For you not to be that way in real life, that doesn't make any sense to me.
But I think, and I can't say that I blame the entire generation, because I would hope that some of these women are women of substance and morals. But I blame the younger generation because they've been raised on that toxic as cool
They're desensitized. They're so fucking desensitized.
They don't know what marriage looks like anymore. How many happy, healthy marriages do you know of?
Yeah.
In our day and age, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I
Not
know
a
a
lot.
few, but
I
they're
know a few.
sprinkled. You know what I mean?
But our generation actually is the one that we've waited until later in life for marriage, for kids. Like, a lot of those things in our generation, we've waited, but that was because we watched our parents. Plus, we have a different economic situation, so it's not as easy for us to just be like, let's have the family in the White House with the picket fence, and that's not as
First
feasible
of
for
all,
us.
We're in a fucking gas
Yeah.
is $5 and $6.
I still want that white picket fence. And if I
I
gotta
do
get,
too.
I mean, I still want it.
Absolutely. I still want it.
I'll come over.
But I
People
mean,
get married for two-income households.
That's true.
That's true.
Because this shit is so expensive nowadays. I'll tell you what, like, and that's why I feel like hats off to everybody doing it by their motherfucking selves. Because I'm one of
this
those
shit's
people,
hard as fuck, yo.
and it's hard. Like, I don't, thankfully, by the grace of God, I don't live paycheck to paycheck. However, I can kind of understand, like, the way that they're raising rent right now, the way that these utilities are set up, the way that gas is set up. I saw an Uber driver on CNN, I think it was, or Dateline the other day. He only made $13.
Oh.
But
His whole shift, he made $13.
it affects everybody because
Oh,
that's
man.
why our food is getting more expensive, because the trucks driving in here have to pay more in gas to get it, to get it to us. That's why everything keeps going up. 'Cause this whole country runs on
Inflation is
gas.
wild.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, right? But it's not proportionate. It makes no fucking sense why it's going up like
Y'all
this.
don't want to raise how much you're paying us. You don't. We're not even. We're gonna leave the politics alone.
Yeah,
We
leave
fight about it on
leave
Wednesday.
alone.
Queens, we did it again.
Yes.
Shout out to y'all. I'm so happy that I'm with you guys.
Me too.
Me
I love you
too.
guys.
I love you guys too. It's everything. Okay, so
Is that the 1800?
oh yeah, we're getting interviewed. No, it's not the 1800. 1800 has helped. Salud. It has
delicious.
helped. But this coming Wednesday, you can catch the Queen's Table and Podcast Poppy, aka our own personal Suge Knight, on the Power Hour, the Hour of Power,
The Hour of Power.
the Hour
Excited.
of Power with Sharif
Yes.
Hamid, Mr. Sharif Hamid. We're gonna see you. Shout out to York City. We'll be in York City. Y'all gonna come?
I feel like we need to go
over?
get some drinks after or something.
Oh, I got y'all.
You know what I mean?
I got y'all.
Maybe we
We're-
go to the casino.
on
Like, let's go do
Wednesday-
something.
That's
on
where I wanna
Wednesday,
go.
Yeah.
The Queen's Table will be in these streets in YC.
Yeah, we're gonna go have some
NYC.
fun Wednesday. Let's do something fun.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm
Let's.
here for it.
Let's. I'm so happy to see you guys.
Me too.
I hope you guys enjoyed our show today. We will be back. If you want to see more of us, April 2nd is TCP Laughs. That is a comedy show. We have a live performance going on as well, hosted by myself and Kenzie, because he just can. Yeah, and then also we have May 28th.
Between Darkness and Light.
Darkness and Light. I heard you going to be in that thing.
I
heard
both
you
of you
gonna be
are
in
gonna
that
be
thing.
in it. Hey, Mr. Gadsden.
Hey, Mr. Gadsden.
Don't
Put
be
the
late.
D in it. You gotta put the D in it.
Don't be late.
Mr. Gadsden.
I can't. I mean, I'm in it, but when I tell you that the way that this one plays her role,
I'm so excited to see
listen,
this.
wait
I can't
until
wait.
you guys see.
I can't
I'm not
wait.
gonna say anything else because I don't want to reveal any of the plot or anything like that. But when I tell you that this one here, it's like when I get to rehearsal, I gotta be like, I no longer love her anymore.
I gotta fight her on stage now. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you guys up there.
Oh, I'm excited too.
I'm excited too.
But thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
It's been another week of the Queen's Table. We will catch you guys next week at 7 p.m. Shout out to our producer though.
Podcast Poppy.
For more great content, make sure you follow 717 Sports Media on all your podcast listening platforms. Also follow us on social media, on Twitter at 717_sports, Facebook and Instagram at 717 Sports Media. We're also checking on our website daily for your daily news and sports videos at 717sportsmedia.com. In 2017, I created Say Less Podcast. Then we created a network around that I created a bunch of shows. We created a radio station, WTCP. Then 2021, this year, we went to TCP TV on Roku. So now we're on TV. So what's next? I'm thinking productions. I'm thinking movies. I'm thinking live performances. So how do I do that? Now I created TCP Entertainment. And we're gonna do all of that. We got a bunch of new shows. We got the ladies at Queen's Table, Vixen, 2X's, E, Badu, my ace, Hollywood. We got the new show I'm creating with comedian Josh DeWay. I Hate It Here. He's hilarious. Y'all gonna love him too. Then we got Porque No. That's our first Spanish speaking show. I'm doing on site where I'm gonna be pulling up on people, just having real conversations. But our biggest project that we're working on right now for TCP Entertainment is TCP's Who Did It Best. And it's gonna be business against business. And when I say business against business, I'm talking about COVID hit us really hard. So we're trying to do something to put a spotlight on these businesses that went through tough times during COVID. A lot of people had to close their doors. So what we wanna do is not just have business against business, but we wanna highlight these businesses and celebrate these businesses and put people back in these businesses. But yeah, you know, who got the best cheesesteaks in the city? Who does the best dark fades? We're gonna do all of that, man. TCP's Who Did It Best. TCP Entertainment's Who Did It Best. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna have the final say on all the cuts, so you know we about to turn up. It's TCP Entertainment, baby.